In the last segment, I talked about the components of a diaphragm. This training session is going to focus on the control stop of a flushometer. The purpose of a stop is to shut off the water supply when servicing the flush valve and to adjust the flow rate of the flush cycle. In most cases, to prevent tampering or vandalism, these stops are equipped with screwdriver slotted stems. In other words, the stop mechanism can only be adjusted by means of a screwdriver blade. As a double precaution, access to even the screwdriver stem is concealed by means of a cover that must first be removed. Two primary styles of covers are available. One that requires a wrench to remove and a vandal-proof model that requires a small amount of prying to remove. You will also see control stops utilize a wheel handle as a means to open or close the flow of water. This wheel handle application is generally used when the flushometer is in a concealed behind-the-wall location. In 1998, Sloan began using a common control stop with all flushometers. This common stop offers a 3/4 inch and 1 inch supply inlet size options, yet uses a single repair kit for both urinal and water closet stops. The stop body offers precise control over flow rates delivered to the valve. This feature is important, especially for 1-gallon urinal designs. This finite flow adjustment makes a difference between a proper flush and the ineffective flush that splashes and spills. The internal components are interchangeable with their counterparts in several older models. The distinctively contoured seat plug in the stop allows the finer flow rate adjustment similar to that of a needle valve. Unlike natural rubber components that can be destroyed by water treatment products, Sloan's synthetic Permex rubber seat plugs resist the effects of chloramines. The stop spring, which was formerly a brass product, is now constructed in stainless steel. This helps prevent corrosion from the increasingly aggressive water supplies we see today. Sloan's control stops are available in two basic inlet sizes, 3/4 inch for urinals flushometers and 1 inch for water closet flushometers and blowout urinal flushometers. The control stop may need to be adjusted after installation or service to meet the flow rate required for the proper cleansing of the fixture. You simply open the control stop counterclockwise, 1 full turn from the closed position, activate the flushometer. You may have to adjust the control stop after each flush until the rate of flow delivered properly cleanses the fixture. Turn the control stop adjustment screw or wheel handle counterclockwise to increase the flow rate or clockwise to decrease the flow rate. Important note, a Sloan flushometer is engineered for quiet operation. Excessive water flow creates noise, while too little water flow may not satisfy the needs of the fixture. Proper adjustment is made when the plumbing fixture is cleansed after each flush without splashing water out from the lip, and a quiet flushing cycle is achieved. The control stop should never be open to the point where the flow from the valve exceeds the flow capability of the fixture. But the majority of the time, all is needed to fix a problem is a stop repair kit. As I mentioned earlier, regardless if you have a control stop on a toilet or a urinal, it uses the same kit, which is a 1 inch stop kit. This kit replaces all the internal components of the stop valve. You are going to hear the term stops with back check. What this means is that the rubber bumper is spring-loaded to act as a back check valve. Now let's talk a little bit about the stop tailpiece, also referred to as a stop nipple. The tailpiece is the connection between the valve body and the control stop, right here. The majority of flushometers supplied by Sloan since 1964 feature an adjustable tailpiece. The valve tailpiece connects to the control stop with a sliding O-ring seal. The standard length of an adjustable tailpiece is 2 1/16 inches and is designed for a standard flushometer installation in which the distance between the center line of the valve and the center line of the water supply inlet is 4 3/4 inches. The adjustable tailpiece allows for the variance of plus or minus 1/2 inch. Sloan tailpieces are available in a variety of lengths to accommodate installation roughing errors and unique installation requirements. Mark stocks standard tailpieces that include O-rings and snap rings through 6 1/16 inches in length. The O-rings and snap rings are available separately and should be included in an inventory control. Older valves produced before 1964 and valves furnished for saltwater installations all use straight stops utilizing a metal-to-metal ground joint connection. When replacing an older stop, it's important to note which type of stop connection is required. Again, ground joint tailpieces are available in a variety of lengths to accommodate installation roughing errors and unique installation requirements. Mark stocks ground joint tailpieces from 1 1/4 inch through 3 inches in length. Sweat adapter kit. The control stop requires that it be threaded onto the supply line, which you recall is 1 inch diameter for toilets, 3/4 inch diameter for urinals. If the water supply line coming out from the wall is just a plain piece of copper tubing and does not have a male threaded adapter on it where it connects to the stop, it must be installed. The sweat adapter kit includes a male adapter that has to be soldered onto the supply line, a trim or escutcheon sleeve, and a wall flange. That concludes the internal parts identification of a control stop. Next up is the handle assembly.